In the dense forests of Estonia, one man stood alone against an empire. This is the story of August Sabe, the last forest brother who fought Soviet forces until his final days in the 1970s. The Forest Brothers were a group of guerrilla fighters who resisted Soviet occupation of the Baltic states after World War II. By the mid-1950s, most had been captured or killed. But August Sabe, a former partisan, refused to surrender. In the 1940s, as Soviet forces swept through Estonia, Sabe joined the resistance, fighting fiercely for his country's freedom. He hid in the forest, living off the land, and became one of the most elusive figures in the Forest Brothers movement. By the late 1950s, the Soviet authorities had decimated most of the Forest Brothers. But August Sabe continued to evade capture. For decades, he lived in hiding, isolated from his family, but never giving up the fight. Even as the Soviet Union thought they had wiped out all resistance, Sabe remained a ghost in the forests. In the 1970s, when all hope seemed lost, he was still waging war against Soviet oppression. No one knew how he survived, but his legend grew. In 1978, after nearly 30 years in the forests, August Sabe's resistance came to an end. The Soviet forces had finally tracked him down. He was captured, but not before becoming the last forest brother to stand against Soviet tyranny. Though his life ended in captivity, August Sabe's defiance was a symbol of the enduring spirit of the Estonian people. His story is one of resilience, courage, and an unbroken will to resist oppression. August Sabe wasn't just the last forest brother, he was a symbol of hope for the generations that followed. The legend of August Sabe lives on, a reminder that even in the face of overwhelming force, the fight for freedom never truly dies.